ஃப்ரண்ட்ல வந்து உட்காருங்க.
ஒட்டும் ஒரு ஸ்டிக்கர் ஒட்டணும்.
எல்லாம் ரொம்ப பேக்ல போய் கேள்வி கேட்க போறாங்கடா. பயப்படாதீங்க. எதுவும் கேட்க மாட்டாங்க. நீங்க தான் கேள்வி கேட்கணும். இந்த ஃப்ரண்ட்ல உட்காருங்க. அது சரி டெஸ்
நாங்களாம் ஸ்கூல்ல படிக்கும்போது பின்னாடி உட்காந்துருமா யாராவது கேள்வி கேட்ட போறாங்களான்னு சொல்லிட்டு அது மாதிரி இருக்கீங்க. முன்னாடி வாங்க எல்லாரும். கேக்குதாப்பா?
கேமராமேன் கேக்குதுங்களா? ஹலோ மேக்ஸ் இருக்கே பையா.
டாக்டர் உங்களுக்கு கேக்குதா?
என் கலர் தெரியுதா பாருங்க முதல்ல கேமரா அங்க இருந்து.
பேசிட்டு இருக்காரு. பேசிட்டு இருக்காரு. இல்லப்பா எதுல பேசினாலும் எடுத்துக்கணும்.
ஹலோ
ஓகே. இப்ப இங்க இருந்து கேட்டா எக்கோ வரும். அவரு கிளீனா இருக்கும். நீங்க என்ன எக்கோ ஆகும்.
அதான் சார் கேக்குது
அவருக்கு
வந்து லைக் அவரு பிஸியா இருக்காரு.
வெளியே போய் பேசு. இங்க இருந்தா எக்கோ வரும்.
Hello. Hello, check.
Jeevan,
Hello.
நீ பேசு. Jeevan.
Good morning, everyone.
Okay.
Very good morning, everyone.
நீங்க கடைசி
Hello.
இது சவுண்ட் வெளியே வரலாம். தெரியல பேசுறது.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
சார் நாங்க பேசுறது உங்களுக்கு கேக்குதா? கேக்குது சார்.
Jeevan, கேக்குதா ஜீவன்?
கேக்குது. ஹலோ. ஓகே.
Jeevan, நீ போன் ஏன் கொண்டா முட்டி வைக்கணும். நான் நெக்ஸ்ட் செஷனுக்கு Check. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. A very good morning, everyone. Our Department of Biomedical Engineering at Crescent College is proud to organize a 5-day training event on medical device innovation and entrepreneurship. This aims to provide participants with a comprehensive understanding of medical device development, covering key aspects such as innovation, design, regulatory frameworks, and commercialization. The sessions will feature expert talks, hands-on workshops, case studies, and interactive discussions, offering insights into the latest trends, challenges, and opportunities in healthcare technology industry. Designed for faculty members, researchers, industry professionals, and entrepreneurs, the program will serve as a platform for knowledge exchange, networking, and collaboration to bridge the gap between academia and industry. Join us for this insightful 5-day journey into the world of medical device technology and entrepreneurship and gain the expertise needed to drive impactful healthcare innovations. Our faculty coordinators are Dr. Vijay Jaikumar, Dr. Arun Karthik S., and Dr. S. Pranab Kumar. Today, we welcome Dr. Subaya S. We are honored to welcome you, sir. He is an esteemed professor and head of the Department of Surgical Oncology at Deepak Medical College and Government Royal Hospital. With an illustrious career in Tamil Nadu Medical Service, Dr. Subaya has performed over 7,000 cancer surgeries, including 1,000 laparoscopic cancer procedures, and has contributed to 155 scientific journal publications. His expertise spans head and neck, gynecologic, minimal access, and musculoskeletal cancer surgeries, making him a leading figure in this field. In addition to his academic and clinical contributions, he practices at SIMS Hospital, Vireshwari Hospital, Rajendran Hospital, and Avinash Hospital in Chennai. With his vast experience and dedication to advancing surgical oncology, Dr. Subaya is here to share his invaluable insights with us today. Please join me in welcoming him.
Actually, when I was invited, I was little afraid. Yeah, we are afraid of engineers generally and engineering students many times. Are you comfortable in English? Yes. I was telling Arun, this is my second visit to this campus. Way back in 2012 or something, when my daughter was seeking engineering admission, her passion was SSN college. So I should congratulate all of you. You have joined an institution which is a dream of many students. And unfortunately, while traveling, I was driving. So I said 28 kilometer inaccessible, and she joined the College of Engineering in the campus Anna University, and she finished it there. Otherwise, she would have been an alumni of your institution. When I was invited, I was thinking, what should I talk about? Now I should have a little clarity. So that's why I didn't prepare any PPT because I was confused. Now I understand, since most of you are in biomedical electronics and biomedical engineering, what are all the basic instruments I use and what is the problems I face and what is the solutions I seek and what is the way ahead possible. Actually, to start with, I will tell you a Tamil poem. நந்தவனத்தில் ஒரு ஆண்டி அவன் 4 மாதமாய் குயவடை வேண்டி கொண்டு வந்தான் அடி ஒரு தோண்டி அதை கூத்தாடி கூத்தாடி போட்டு தாண்டி. அதை கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? நந்தவனத்தில் ஒரு ஆண்டி, that is a beggar in a park. He begged 4 months, 4 மாதமாய். குயவன்னா who is preparing a letter pass. he requested and begged and got a earthen pot. And out of happiness, he started dancing and dropped it down, and it was broken. So actually, it was a சித்தா ஒரு சித்தரோட பாடல் அது. வெளியிருந்து பார்த்தா ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு இட் ரிலேட்டட் டு ஒன் ஆண்டி, ஒன் வாட்டர் அண்ட் ஒன் broken part. But real meaning is not like that. Actually, we all have taken this body with a lot of begging with God. That is 4 months, that is 10 months of our time in Garbha. Then we assume this body in the world. So the real meaning of the song is, you should not waste your life. It's a very precious life you have got. Probably a 60 to 80 years of your life. That after so much begging, not every human being or every student gets this opportunity of getting an education in college. So it's a very precious thing. First, you have born as a human being, then you have entered into a premium institution. So my way I say is, I don't know what is the situation here. I don't know. Now, lot of unfortunately drugs and other things are there. At this age, it will be very attractive. I was a medical student, and in 88, 89, when one of my students, he is non-medical, he used to like கையில் இப்படி அமுக்கி வாயில போட்டு இங்க வச்சுக்குவாங்க, பார்க்குறாங்க. அப்பதான் அது வந்து புதுசு. Then I was very charmed. ஓ, நம்மளும் இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணணும். Fortunately, I didn't enter into the habit. ஸோ இப்போ ட்ரெயினில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஆப்போசிட் ஒருத்தர் அப்படி திறப்பாரு, 4-5 இதாக மிக்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் மிக்ஸ் பண்ணி, மோஸ்ட்லி நார்த் இந்தியன்ஸ், we used to get attracted. We want to have a simulative practice. Most of us, most of students, we enter into any habituation out of ignorance and out of something, what to say, we are very keen to innovate, we are very keen to copy others, or whenever we admire some people, we want to follow them. அப்பெல்லாம் வந்து most of the cigarette smoking, sorry to say, most of the cigarette smoking youngsters inspiration Rajinikanth தான். So most of them, they start cigarette smoking after seeing a film. So why I told this is, I thought I can start with this caution, and I thought of displaying some pictures also, but it will be very gory and you may not like it. So I dropped the idea. So I practice on cancer patients. So it's very difficult. Actually, and whenever you talk about our country, actually, most of our people's dream is, how many of you want to stay back in India? Raise your hands. Real? No, I don't want any lies. Real. Okay. Nearly 50%. You need not, those who want to go abroad, well and good. Those once upon a time, we were talking about brain and other things. Now, no one, no politician, no philanthropist, no political educationist talks about brain drain. So actually, it's not a brain drain. By going abroad, they bring lot of income and knowledge to the country. So we have stopped talking about brain drain. So congratulations for those who want to go abroad. And congratulations also to those who want to stay here, because this country has a lot of potential. I never had in my life to go abroad, an ambition to go abroad. But my daughter has settled abroad. Both are not bad, I will say, because I am saying in our country, the opportunities are plenty. Here, you can afford to make mistakes. Here, you can drive on your wrong side and bribe the policeman and escape. In USA, it is not possible. Any small mistake you commit, there will be punishment. So here you can commit mistakes, somehow manage it and correct yourself and go ahead. This country has got of potential. And time immemorial, our people have contributed also. For cancer, the first chemotherapy drug that was on antifoliate, folic acid, antifolic acid. Folic acid is an essential vitamin. Antifoliate is against folic acid. Folic acid gives, it's a fodder to any cell, more to cancer cell. So this antifoliate, first antifoliate was supplied to Sydney Farber of Sandler, Sydney Farber of Children's Hospital, Boston. It was supplied to him. There was no drug those times. Children were dying. Actually, people were calling Sydney Farber's unit in the Boston Children's Hospital as children's graveyard. Children go there, but they never come back. They die. No cancer medicine. I am talking about 1990s. So one Yellapada Subbarao. Yeah, he was actually a medical graduate. He had some issues with his English teacher in Madras Medical College. He was not allowed to complete his education. Then he went to USA. There he started as a ward boy, carrying after medical education, carrying urinals of patients. And from there he started. He started his life as a chemist. Then he supplied this methotrexate antifoliate to this Sydney Farber. Then this antifoliate and anti-cancer chemotherapeutic agents innovation started. So the first man to start chemotherapy era is our Yellapada Subbarao. And many scientific basics or adventures, they are all, some are out of by chance they found out, like cisplatin. How many of you are wearing platinum chain or ring here? This is one. I also do one. My daughter compelled me to get to. So platinum is a metal, I think. Am I correct? Long back. 84 is my UG +2. So I forgot everything. Actually, I stood first in my mathematics, but if you ask this integration, differentiation, even the symbols I forgot. What is the symbol for integration, differentiation? I forgot because it is 84, 83, 82, 84. So this platinum, once when one culture medium where the cells were grown, by mistake it was contaminated with platinum, and there were no growth. Then it was by accident. So then that researcher thought, okay, when platinum is inhibiting cell growth, why not why should I not use platinum agents for treating cancer patients? Cancer is nothing but abnormal. There is a proliferation in our body. Platinum cancer is nothing but it's abnormal proliferation. Abnormal, excessive, uncontrolled proliferation of normal tissues that is normal to that area. Got it? In our body, continuously cells are getting replaced, except few cells like nerve. Nerve will not get replaced. Very few cells, they didn't get replaced, but many other cells get replaced. Some are very fast. And the surface area, if from mouth to anus, the entire gastrointestinal tract, it is folded, rugae, many things are there. If they iron out all folds and all rugaes and spread it out, can you imagine what will be the surface area? Equal to 0, table tennis ground. Each human being, you got my question? Each human being, from mouth to anus, our intestines are coiled. and there are multiple rugae are there, mucosal folds are there. If you iron out everything, straighten it, and means surface area. Can you imagine? It is equal to a football ground. So we are having a surface area of absorptive surface area of equal to a football ground in our body. And the entire football ground is getting replaced every week. Now you understand how much turnover is happening in our body. நீங்க அடுத்த குளிக்கும் போது யாராவது கொஞ்சம் சொரிஞ்சு அழுக்கு எடுக்கிற பழக்கம் இருக்கா உண்டா? அதுக்கு இந்த இதெல்லாம் வச்சுக்குவாங்க. What is that? Do you think what is that? அது அழுக்கா? That is desquamated skin epithelium. That's not அழுக்கு கிடையாது. நீங்க பர்டிகுலர் முதுக சொல்றீங்கன்னா சம்திங் ஒரு அழுக்கு மாதிரி வரும். தட் இஸ் பிகாஸ் நமக்கு அங்க வந்து அக்சஸ் கிடையாது. ஸோ இந்த ஸ்வெட் எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து desquamated epithelium அங்கே போய் டெபாசிட் இங்க ஹெட்ல இருந்து வரும். So that is also getting replaced. Skin. Like that, our body is a lot of turnover. In that turnover, sometimes the cells, that turnover is controlled. It's not excessive. It is according to the need that turnover will happen. So when the turnover becomes, division becomes excessive, uncontrolled, unwanted, and at the cost of normal cells leading to function loss, that is called cancer. So understand this very easy. But so like the accidental discovery of platinum, but very few are like that accidental and by chance. But many of the inventions were out of hard work, out of necessity, hard labor, sweat. Like because basic anatomy, human anatomy, you know, this human anatomy, modern human anatomy book was written by one Andreas Vesalius. He is in Germany, he went to France, Paris, he wanted to understand human anatomy. He went graveyard to graveyard, gibbet to gibbet. Whatever body available in the graveyard, he will dig out, cut it open. Those days, no formal training for anatomy dissection. And the gibbet where the condemned prisoners' bodies are laying down. He dissected everything. You understand, those days no preservative, decaying body. How he in that he got out of some fresh bodies and did this shit and wrote that and textbook. That is out of many years of hard work. Why you say is okay, sometimes your inventions, your work, your success may be happening by chance or accidentally, but usually the success comes after hard work. So that you can understand. And we doctors have an issue. Why I'm telling you should understand what is the problem of a doctor. For engineer, that issue will not be there. Because you deal with, sorry to say, ultimately you deal with human being, but in near about you, you deal with machines. There are a lot of chances for errors are there. Once you commit an error, okay, there is a financial loss will be there, and time delay will be there, but you can correct it. But in medicine, we don't have a chance to commit error. Usually, if some staff nurse says sorry, then I will say in our field, each sorry is cost about a life. I'll tell you a funny example. In one hospital in Chennai, that owner is having a female corporate hospital now in Palikane. My wife was working there, she told me. Very precious baby, elderly mother, close friend of the hospital owner, delivered a baby by cesarean section. And the habit in that ward is one senior staff nurse will load injection, keep it there, and the junior staff nurse will take it and give it to the patient. For this mother and baby, for mother, it is sedation to kill the pain, and the baby, it is antibiotic. She very piously, this junior staff nurse took it, and while administering, interchanged that. Sedation to child, And then some people dose of antibiotic to mother. The child went in for respiratory arrest. Very precious baby. Then the doctor, there is no pediatric ventilator was there. He intubated the child. Out of it, child was saved. But why I'm telling is, doctors are men who actually one statement of Walter is there. He says about, may not be true, I don't know, modern doctors may not be true, but he says doctors are men who prescribe medicines of which they know very little. Because we don't manufacture medicine. I can say surgeons are men who use instruments about which about which they know very less. The instruments I use nowadays to plug in plug in a port also, sometimes I will have difficulty. It may be very easy for you. For me, it's very difficult. What port to be attached where is very difficult for me. So, if I translate that for a surgeon, I can say surgeons are men who know very little about. He says doctors are men who prescribe drugs about which they have very little knowledge. As a surgeon, I use instruments about which I have very little knowledge to cure diseases about which they know still less. Because cancer, I don't have any answers. All of the patients at the end of my consultation, they ask why I got it. I say I don't know. Because an alcoholic, 24 hours under influence of alcohol, and chain smoker may not get cancer. But another young boy, never smoked, may have cancer. That's not a routine, it's the exception, even then. We call it as genetic polymorphism, a single gene polymorphism, so that the genes that is responsible for convert your toxins into non-toxic elements are not in your body. If that genetic mutation deficiency is there, you can develop cancer even if you are not indulging in smoking. That is different story. Many things we don't understand much. So doctors treat the diseases about which still less knowledge they have. And in human being about whom they know nothing. I don't know about my patient. My patient, who are they? I don't know. And particularly, it is very nasty affair in corporate hospitals. They don't bother about whether they are poor or rich also. Once, one patient was referred to me by my colleague in Padamani Sims Hospital. The patient is having just a thread. Tali chain kuda kediyadhu. I work in government also. That person knows. Sir, why do you send this patient to me here? You pretty well know by appearance she cannot afford. He says, why should I bother? She has come to Sims and I am advising treatment. It's very atrocious. I usually I am against it. Because in this, at least in this country, if not in this world, it is available for free also. The expertise. The surgery I do in private sector, for which I charge my own surgeon fees a lakh or more, I do free of cost. I will not compromise in quality of service. So available free. So in this country, the thing is everything is available, but the connection between availability and need is not there. So coming to the point now of our discussion with this background, because I told you about a doctor I think vaguely I given you a picture of a doctor and my field. More than this, I will not elaborate because that is not the topic of today. When I started my surgical practice, we just cut and there will be bleeding. Each and every bleeding we catch with artery forceps. And with crushing, many of the bleeding will stop in 3 to 5 minutes. That's the bleeding time. Even after that, the bleeding persists. We used to tie candidate. It's a laborious process. And those days when I was surgical resident in 95, 98, those days diathermy itself was very precious. Diathermy, you know. How many of you know diathermy? You know, all of you know. So diathermy is the basic instrument of any surgical operation theater, and every one of you should know about in and out of diathermy. Because that is the basic instrument, and diathermy will be used by the HOD only, not available. There are 4 theaters, 1 diathermy will be there. If I ask diathermy for hernia surgery, where there should be meticulous hemostasis, you should avoid, you should control bleeding. If I ask, they respond to me, hey, now surgeons don't know to operate. Even myself, I will be in big trouble if you ask me to operate without diathermy machine. Those days, diathermy was different. So just a passing of a current, I touch it, coagulate. This just application of conversion of electrical current into thermal energy. Am I correct? Okay, if I commit mistake, you correct me, because I have come here to learn also. Wherever so probably she has got my introduction from social media, I think. Okay. I'm into executive committee of many universities, including VIT, AIMS, Hyderabad, and AIMS Madurai, and IISc Bangalore, and IIT Palakkad also. I never take anything as a privilege. Actually, I go there in April 16th. I have a meeting, governing body meeting of IIT Palakkad. I want to learn something. What I learned is IIT Palakkad, which is not rosy. That rosy, I should think about the placement is, I know, I will not reveal, very bad. Actually, the salary they are offered, not uniformly great. IASC, everywhere people who obstruct development are there. In IASC last meeting, there was a big, they are constructing a hospital. If someone of you are interested, go to IASC website and search for job opportunities are there. They are going to one Bhakti family. They have given some 600 crore, one single donation. You will be surprised to know the quantum of donation IASC is receiving. It's a donation. They had 100 crores, 200 crores, 600 crores. Donation. So that the donation, they are going to build a super specialty hospital for research purpose, and they may offer MD PhD course. You may also seek into some of the courses like that. And you have some job opportunity also there. It's yet to start. They said 2025, 26, they start hospital. So once they start the hospital, you'll have the job opportunity will open. So any one of you interested, you can see the website of IASC, and once they start, you can apply. So the interaction between a surgeon and engineer has become more and more complex now. Now the diathermy, simple diathermy is not simple diathermy. No, there are a lot of modes are there. Spray mode is there, cutting mode is there, coagulation mode is there, and blend is there, blend 1, blend 2, lot of modes are there. Even I don't understand. I usually prefer to operate in spray mode, like surface spraying will be there. But you should know what is the resistance level to passage of current in spray mode. I don't. You should teach me. If you know, you teach me. I think it all depends on the resistance of flow to electrical current, I think. The cutting mode and coagulation mode. Am I correct? I feel the resistance is more, the energy deposit there will be more, and the coagulation will be more. Beyond this, I cannot explain. You go and check your textbook. What is the difference between cutting mode and coagulation? And some plastic surgeons, they don't want the bipolar diathermy. They don't want the diathermy to get started immediately on like it. They want some time delay. I don't want. I want diathermy at the touch, but they want some delay. So some 10 seconds delay will be there. How you do, I don't know. When one of the hospitals I operate, that madam is also not happy with the delay. Somehow the engineer has said that there will be a delay of 20 seconds. Touching, after 20 seconds will be the battery will be activated. I don't know how. How? Do you have any idea? The time delay, how you make? How? Both are metal and keeping it there. Probably that's in the machine, I think. I don't know. How you make it, I don't know. I am a novice. See, for me, there are two metal pieces are there and keep it there. In between, the current should pass. How the current is not going to pass? Usually, it will pass on touch instantaneously. But how you make it that the current will not pass for 10 seconds? So why I am telling you is lot of techniques have come in simple diagram. And lot of innovations are needed. One of my patient, we keep an earth pad down. In earth pad also lot of changes are. Earth pad, what is earth pad? What is earthing, you know? Any electricity passing through should be earth to the. So we keep earth pad behind the body of the patient. So that monopole diathermy, if I keep it, the electricity should pass out through somewhere safely. Otherwise, the patient will getting shocked every time I apply. Instead of just coagulating, he'll be under electrical shock every time. Okay, so FPAD will be there. Long back in 2006, I started carrying. I didn't realize. Actually, the OT technicians, they keep FPAD. If you are not going to have adequate contact, then and if there is a contact between metal and body, you are into big trouble. That entire area will be earthing the current, and the skin over that area will be burnt out. We will not realize because it's underside. So that's bad. Now the technique has improved. Now the recent machines, if I don't connect the FPAD correctly, they don't work. There will be beep is there. Like that, lot of things have come in the basic instrument of diathermy. But even now, I want some innovation. Okay, you think about innovation. How to avoid accidents 100%. How to this. Now the modes are there. Spray mode. Modes I should fix. How your artificial intelligence or your work can have a system where I will not bother about change the mode. The mode will be automatically delivered to my wish. That is to the consistence of the body tissue. Like that, lot of innovations can happen even in simple way. And what is the problem of human being? You are seeing me. What is your problem? Madam, you are wearing spectacles, you know, spectacles. So what is the problem of you are having in seeing me if you remove the spectacles? Your vision is not okay. Both you and me. The problem of your surgeon, what is the problem? He should see the minute, both his field of vision should be correct. At the same time, he should see the objects he need to see in a magnified way. Is it possible? In my practical experience, whenever I magnify a thing, the field of vision becomes narrow. Am I correct? How will you make it possible? I know I want both. I want to see the entire hall. At the same time, I want to see that girl, big image. How is it possible? That innovation, if you are going to give, that is the ultimate success. That is the ultimate success in surgical field. I use loop, operating loops, microscopes. I am very uncomfortable with operating loops because it gives me 4x magnification. Whatever I see, they are magnified 4 times. Wonderful. But the problem is, field of vision is very narrow. So the time taking for surgery will be prolonged. So magnification is a big benefit to a surgeon while operating, particularly microvascular surgery, microvascular anastomosis, free flap, and minute structures when you operate, brain, magnification provided by engineers is a very big advantage. In loop, lot of loops are there. Now custom-made loops are there, and microscopes, illuminated microscopes are there. I cannot, and another problem I have, when we are operating in a microscope, it gives lot of lighting also to the area. The surgeon's eyes will be getting lot of tiredness. I want to have magnification, I want to have bright illumination, but I don't want to have my eyes getting tired. This question, how will you solve? You think I am not the person to find the solution. I want magnification, I want very bright illumination, but that should be present to my eyes and the field of vision should be perfect. Not possible. Humanly not possible. I think now, I don't know. After some time, it may be possible. And another innovation is endoscopy and laparoscopy. Here, if you want to see the inside of your body, you should cut open and see. So many times surgeons were operating without adequate knowledge of that is cut open also. Okay, cutting open and you're opening the abdomen. Inside there will be bowel, stomach, colon, everything. Inside that, what is there? That's what I told. One football ground area of surface area that is inside. That is inside. Cutting out abdomen, then I should cut open the bowel. Cutting open the bowel is not easy. When I cut open the colon, fecal matter will come out and contaminate. Fecal matter you are ashamed to touch. You are feeling very agreed to touch. That will be into your body free flowing if I cut open the colon. So how to diagnose? Then they started rigid scopes. A rigid tube will be there with the lens system here in the viewers near the eye, and the scope will be there, and they started. That is the problem is body, say curvature everywhere, curvatures everywhere. Monotony will not attract us. So if the human body is going to be square or rectangle, who will be attracted with the human body? When it have curvatures only, people are attracted. Understand? So curvatures will prevent me passing this rigid scope. Then they started fiber optic scope. Fiber optic cables started communicating the image from the tip to the system. Then they had camera in the tip. Then people were viewing with eyes. Then they connected to a computer. Then started recording. Then now it has come capsule endoscopy. No tube. You just ask the patient to swallow a capsule, which has a camera and a recording system. It will pass through the entire body. To mouth to colon, it will take the food material. It will take 3-4 hours, and it may take up to 18 to 24 hours to come out of the body. Along the journey, it will capture and it will rotate here and there. Even then, it will not be complete to picturize the entire football ground. But it can capturize the images, the capsule endoscope. But that is disposable. In that, what is the well? Now I should retrieve it, and I don't know. I have not done the capsule endoscopy. I don't know. I don't think it is continuously passing image. It will be there will be a stored images there, and I should retrieve the capsule and I submit it to examination. I think. I don't know. In that, what is the improvement you can offer me? Is seeing the inside of the body. And laparoscope. Now earlier we used to cut open chest or abdomen or cranium, wherever you want cut open, and then do stretch it, because cutting open means just a line. I cannot see anything inside. I should stretch it apart. This side, that side, like Renikasu you have seen. You know Renikasu story? Renikasu was killed. Renikasu, in between, I will move out of the topic because many of you will be bored if I am sticking to my topic. Renikasu that is that he will not be killed either in daytime or in night. He will not killed by metal or wood or any weapon made of those. And he will not be killed by either animal or human being. And he will not be killed either outside his palace or inside the palace. What is that? Then Lord Vishnu will avatar of body of lion, will catch him. He will not kill him with any weapon. He will tear his apart, and neither inside nor outside, he will on the doorstep, like that. Okay, so நான் சின்ன பையனா இருக்கப்ப ஒரு சினிமா வந்துச்சு மணல் கயிறு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி எஸ்வி சேகர் who is now popular for wrong reasons. It's a very good movie. He will make 8 conditions for his bride. Without meeting any of the condition, they will marry him to a wife and he will live happily with them. Very good movie you should see. Like that, whatever conditions you make, there's an exception for that. So don't think that you are safe when you are making conditions. Like that, we stretch the body. Now you see, if you stretch, how much pain will be there after surgery? While doing surgery, I am anesthetizing the patient. But I'm going to stretch this way, that way. Then after recovery, people will have a lot of pain. And the stretch is not uniform. It is human effort it is making stretch. Then I need to have a space inside wrong pain. Then the laparoscope, what they did, 2 things were made possible by laparoscope. Number 1, I am not cutting. I am passing a scope camera with telescopy. That's a telescopy, nothing. There's telescopy. Camera either the tip, mostly now in the tip, and that will pass on the image. I will see the screen, I will not see down. And 2-3 instruments I will make inside, and I will operate. Okay. And the stretching is done by carbon dioxide. That is a biologically compatible gas now available. What is the gas better than carbon dioxide? Then you have a question. Ultimately, they have found that carbon dioxide inseparation is the safest method of stretching the body. But something may be better than that also, I don't know. Or some mixture may be better than that. Because carbon dioxide separation leads to accumulation of carbon dioxide in the body. That will lead to more acidic pH. And the respiration should be more to clear it. Although some small problems are there, how will you avoid it? What is the ideal agent if not carbon dioxide? That's a question will be. And the stretch is made by and I operate. Now it was very wonderful initial days, but I'm introducing an instrument like this. I should move this way, that way. Leverage, how much inside, how much outside. I should be very careful. If the outside length is very small, then whatever movement I am doing outside, the inside will be deflected more. Lot of problems are there. No wrist movement. It's like putting your hand, operating like this, like this, like this. Then they started robotics. It's nothing but the instruments will have wrist movement. Wrist movement. Elbow will not be there inside. Elbow is at the pivotal point. Wrist movement will be there. The robotics came. Robotic instrument and robotics. Don't think robotics in robotics. Robo is all. How many of you have seen robo? Robo means medical robot. Da Vinci. Da Vinci system you have seen. Where? Huh? Yes. What you saw? How Aravind Krishnamurthy was operating.
I don't know who the doctor was. He was operating on a patient.
Fair man with spectacles. He's Aravind Krishnamurthy. Okay.
He was doing a surgery on a patient who had
Chest or throat or what?
all this set. The liver area.
Then it should be Ramakrishna. Lean man.
I don't know who.
That means Aravind Krishna. Okay. All of my colleagues are juniors or students. Okay, don't worry. Yeah. How bad he was there, surgeon?
He was there in the corner.
Sitting.
He was there in the corner. In the center was the.
So now the robotics is nothing. The laparoscope surgery, I need to do my movements. My both the hands. And I started to have this trigger finger. This thumb finger started triggering. Because continuous suction I am applying with this finger, 2 hours, 3 hours. Strain on my fingers and wrist will be very more. And I'm going to operate like this. So shoulder, pain, lot of stress. Then the solution was robo. Robo means it's nothing. You will sit in front of a computer. There will be a joystick for you. If you apply joysticks like this, there will be that will be connected to through cable that will be connected to instrument there within the body, and movement will be reflected there. Very controlled, very precise, and magnification will be there. There is no predetermined, like you say, your floor cleaning robot. If you switch on, it will clean the floor. But surgery is not like that. Still, the surgeon should do. Why? Because no two human beings are same. There will be umpteen number of anatomical anomalies inside the body. In my surgical practice, I have found out 175 major anatomical anomalies. Minor will be umpteen, I cannot count. Major, like kidney instead of abdomen, inside pelvis. And heart instead of here, this side, dextrocardia. Liver instead of here, this side, situs inversus totalis. Lot of anomalies. I have found out 175 anomalies in my surgical practice, and I have published it also. Now, you should publish. How many of you have publication? How many of you have publication? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do a lot of. The one problem with our country is 4. Okay. Good. One problem with our country is we are believers. We believe things. We believe people. But modern day, it's not. Belief will not work. In mythology, can you say in the Hindu mythology, yugas? How many yugas? It is Kali Yuga. Can you from first onwards tell the names? Famous. First Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Krita Yuga, Kali Yuga. I will say after 2000 it is marketing Yuga. If you believe Kali Yuga is on running on floor, no, it is after 2000 marketing Yuga. Here you can market a worst thing into the best thing and sell it to the customer. Ultimately, after going home, you will find out that it is the worst thing you can get, not the best one, but marketing will make it very rosy. I don't know why a cine actor's picture should be there when promoting bike for a male. Whatever way they can market, they will market. Even my son and daughter, when they are kids, something they see TV, they want particular product to eat. It's a marketing you have. I will tell you, any corporate hospital, you go, you can end up in seeing the best doctor inside and the worst doctor also. Worst means a doctor should be always good. Technically, I am telling. Actually, the prefix good teacher is actually wrong. A teacher should be always good. Doctor, always good. But now, unfortunately, because of all these fallacies and pitfalls in training, this, that, everything, you know better than me, education system. I was talking with most of the Adima College, was talking, it belongs to a politician. Most of the education systems now whatever were given us in our country, Anna is Dana. Never, they will never sell food. Vastram is a Dana. They will basic dress, they will not sell on demand of money. Some money they will get, but and Siksha, whatever was given as gift is sold now with a disproportionate price tag. Even in medicine, MBBS in university categories 24 lakhs per year and state counseling 8 lakhs per year, in government college 800 rupees per year. So a lot of things are there, and now you cannot say all doctors are good and all teachers are good like that. You cannot say. So now, in that way, in the corporate sector, where it surveys mainly on marketing, you may end up with the worst person, you may end up with best person. That is your fate. So what I am telling is like that. So you should anticipate all those things, and you should standardize things, your biomedical engineers. Whatever instruments you are going to give me, this difference, technical know-how difference, that should be minimized. In robotic, it is somewhat it is made because there, just seeing the image, also you need to understand what is the structure is there and what is this everything, but this movement error will be less. This overshooting by my arms, my fists, my fingers, that will be less because this movement is given to the computer, transmitted, and a controlled way it is going to do. And if you want to make a wrong movement, it will shut down. Okay, the checks and balances. It is also after lot of standardization they did. Even now, robotic surgery is not safe. 100% safe. Accidents do happen with robotic surgery also. Recently, there was a litigation in USA, and huge money was given as compensation out of robotic surgery. The robotic surgery, I will tell you, is, as she says, there will be 2-3 arms that intervene. And this movement of that, the pivotal point is your entry point in the abdomen or chest. And the fulcrum is your body, entry point. The pressure or injury or tissue injury at the fulcrum will be more. In laparoscope, it is human hand I am moving. Got it? In laparoscope, I am making 2, 3, 4, 5 pores. I am moving the instrument with my hand. I can understand if resistance is more, I will not move further. But in robotic, the problem is it is by machine. It will not understand, so that pivotal point injury, port injury is more common in robotic surgery. Because the machine will not understand what is the resistance given by body, whether it is undue or not. How will you reduce port side damage in robotic? And you can have only 3 ports. Any robotic surgery will have laparoscope port also. And the assistant should be there. He cannot sit here. The staff nurse should be there. Can you give me an environment where no one is near the patient? Can you give? That's a chart. No, you cannot. This is not allowed in human life. Only this is allowed in human life. Say no, it's allowed. You try to find out and give me a solution. At least your entire life it may be a waste, going waste. But you strive to give an environment where, by doing robotic surgery, is one big challenge. No one will stand near the patient. That means I should have as many number of ports as possible. and all should be connected here. And for control of, now I need two hands to control the instruments there. Now I am having two hands. So at a time I can handle two instruments only, even if it is low. Give me, I want this. Ravana, how many heads? Ravana was having only heads. Lord Muruga, Kartikeya, how many hands he is having? He is having 6 heads and 12 hands. You give me 12 hands. Can you give a surgeon 12 hands? Or a dexterity of 12 hands? I have only 2 hands. I don't want, but practically while sitting in the computer, I should have 12 hands. Can you give me? You say yes. Drinking water, you say yes. You give me. You told me an idea. You got my point. I'm sitting in front of computer. I'm operating with joysticks with my 2 hands. That is reflected in the body as movement. Only 2 instruments, 2 ports I can move. The rest of the 1 or 2 ports will be static. I want to manipulate with my 2 hands 12 joysticks. No, you find a solution with your artificial intelligence. Then say no. I used to say in my I don't want reasons, I want action. You don't say any reason, sir, I am not able to do this because of this reason. No. I want 12 hands. Before you die, okay, I give you enough years. You make it possible that you give surgeon 12 hands with his 2 hands. That's one problem. Second problem, this artificial intelligence. I am thinking all robotic surgeries they are being recorded. Now you drive back home, you use Google. In Google, there will be green line, orange line, red line. What is that? Map. No, what is the red means one? Traffic. Traffic is more. How do they get it? How they get it? Huh? There is no camera in the Google, at the traffic signal. How it becomes the orange if the traffic is more and red if the traffic is congested? Huh? That is, every person using that Google map is a resource person for that Google map. It's a crowdsourcing. Am I correct? Apple iPhone map is not evident. That's the problem. No one uses the map given by Apple product. Everyone uses Google product. Why? It's crowdsourcing. Each and every consumer, unknowingly, without getting any royalty, without getting any benefit, you are transmitting information to Google, for which they charge you. Very ingenious way of earning money. Can you ever think they get information from you and they charge you? Like that, I want a crowdsourcing for robotic surgery also. I told you, no two human beings are same. Anatomy is different. Now, after 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years, you will have lakhs and lakhs of videos recorded and transmitted to the Da Vinci company or some other company. Lakhs and lakhs surgery means lakhs and lakhs of information about lakhs and lakhs human being. Can you provide me by developing neural networks, converting into that information into artificial intelligence? Can you give me feedback so that when I am operating, there will be solution? There will be red line, orange line, green line. Is it possible? For surgeon, there should be red line. Don't go. You will injure your vital section. Don't go. It is difficult. That I want. That is the integration of artificial intelligence in surgical field. Actually, Google started to develop but unfortunately, they dropped the idea. With Johnson Johnson, they had put it. Artificial intelligence, I don't know what is it. I understand that you give a lot of information to your computer, and through the collected information, it gives you inputs. If I want to roughly understand artificial intelligence, so that will be the ultimate thing. So lot of what ultimately what human being wants, what everyone wants. Can I tell you? Every human being wants to be very slim, very beautiful, without any disease, very fit, without any body pain, without any illness, while sitting and sleeping 24 hours per day, not even opening mouth to eat, but you should taste the chicken 65 and mutton kebab, not even without opening mouth. That's a utopian idea, you know. I am going to have a feeling of mutton piece and chicken piece without even mouth and chewing. So all pleasures with all fitness and luxuries without doing anything. Am I correct? That is the utopian idea of every human being. Every pleasure, no pain. In yoga class morning one, no pain, no gain. Now I remember one Sudarshan is there. I used to do my yoga every day. I will advise you, it's the biggest gift of our country to the world. You may laugh at me. Our body, நீங்க சின்ன குழந்தையில விழுந்த உடனே நான் தூக்குறோம் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? நீங்க சின்ன குழந்தையா இருக்கீங்க, சைக்கிள் கீழே விழுந்தீங்க, ஒருத்தவங்க தூக்குறாரு, உடனே என்ன சொல்லுவாரு? கை கால உதறுபாரு. சொல்றாங்க எதுக்கு? Tell me why. See, after falling down, any injury will lead to stiffness of the muscle and joint. Stiffness will be there because of that sudden abnormal movement. If you are going to violently jerk, the stiffness will go out. So our body, when it is laying down for 6 to 8 hours, number one, each one daily, there's a big fight going on in my house. My son is not sleeping in the night, and my wife is objecting. How many of you sleep by 10 o'clock? Raise your hand. Unfortunately, there's some big number is there. How many of you sleep between 10 to 4 at least? Engineering students. 10 to 4. So, exam. So, to my surprise, very bad thing about this computer engineering outclass is people don't sleep at night. That's a big problem. A human body needs 6 hours of good sleep in darkness. 6 hours of good sleep in darkness. Because lot of melatonin is secreted when you rise, no visual stimuli is there. If you observe, many of the blind girls will be attaining puberty very early. The physical development will be very good. You go and observe the streets. Blind girls, the body will be well developed, and if you encourage, they will be attaining menarche very early. That is because they don't have visual stimuli. Blind, you know. So that melatonin pathway leads to good development. So our body recuperates, grows only when there is no stimuli to our retina. So you should have good number one. Number two, when you are sleeping, your posture you don't know, muscles are not moving. Definitely all your joints and muscles will be stiff. If not at the age of 20, definitely at the age of 50. And even at the age of 20, you will be seeing computer like this. Neck stiffness. Lot of occupational problems are happening. That is because we are not, that's what they say, every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you get up and in one of the meeting, one of the in between, just relaxing yogas and exercises you do. At least every hour. So yoga not only trains your mind, trains your body also. It's a wonderful idea. This exercise is the concept is there abroad also. That is training your body. But training your mind in along with your body is not good. That's the gift of everybody. Madam, surprisingly, I saw Madam here. How you ended up here?
Next lecture is mine, sir. It's fortunate we meet here.
Madam is another big person. She is working with me at Google. It seems hospital. So you train your mind and body every day. I am asking them to sleep 6 hours a day under darkness. I think you will agree.
Yes, sir.
And I am getting up. நாய் பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா எல்லா டாகையும் அப்சர்வ் பண்ணி பாருங்க தூங்கி எழுச்ச உடனே பேக் அப்படியே ஸ்ட்ரெச் பண்ணி இட் வில் கெட் ரெடி ஃபார் ஏ ஃபைட் அண்ட் ஃபிளைட் ஈவன் நாய் பண்றது கூட மனுஷன் பண்றது கிடையாது தட்ஸ் a problem. That's a problem. All animals, they birds பாத்தீங்கன்னா they will train their body for searching prey. நமக்கு என்ன நல்ல குளிர்ல ஊட்டியில போய் உட்கார்ந்துட்டு ஃப்ரெஷ்ஷா கடல் மீன் சாப்பிடணும். கடல் மீன் சாப்பிட்டு கடற்கரைக்கு தான் வரணும். That's the problem of this modern era. So coming to back to my point, you give me the surgeon all luxuries without any problem. That is what I want. I want magnified vision, but field of vision should be 100%. If not, this more also. 360 field of vision you can issue. But magnification. At present time, it is incompatible. And give me an energy source like harmonic or whatever it is with 100% safety. 100% safety. And give me the luxury of having with these two arms operating 12 or more joysticks in the computer to do robotic surgery. And after coming out without any tension, the patient should be happily getting up and walking. With an artificial intelligence input, so that I don't commit any blunder. This is my requirement now. If you give all these, there is no end for requirements. After giving that, I will tell you something more and you find it. I have not told anything different. I hope this interaction is meant to provide you insights from a person who is using your machine. Many a time we end up in operation theater, some machine getting and we want to have visual. Again, I will not have any spam machine. Your machine should not stop as long as I work. You can service it. You can service it whatever n number of time because we are on AMC, But 100% of the times my machine should not break down. I told you already. In my field, every sorry costs about a life. One sorry means one loss of limb or life. So I cannot say sorry to my patient. So you give me instruments that will not give me any opportunity to say my patient sorry. That is my requirement. Ultimately, you think. I think my original time is over. I'm 15 minutes late. It's a continuous process of interaction. Your teachers will have been. So human life will be very pleasant only when medical and engineering people are going to work together. They should not be antagonistic. Anytime in robotic training, when I go, only engineers they teach me. You see CMRO or whatever it is. Actually, now engineers have started teaching doctors. Not bad also. Because I don't know about instruments. Only thing is, don't expect me to teach in return medicine to you. That is very difficult. என்னோட பேஷண்ட் கேட்பாரு சரியா நான் 5.5 வருஷம் எம்பிபிஎஸ் முடிச்சு 3 வருஷம் எம்எஸ் முடிச்சு அதுக்கப்புறம் 3 வருஷம் எஸ்டிஐடி முடிச்சு நீ 3 நிமிஷம் தெரிஞ்சு நினைச்சா எப்படியா சொல்ல முடியும் ultimately we are dealing with human being. I read a book called it's a wonderful book. Everywhere I go I quote this. That book was gifted to me. He is now High Court advocate in Madras, Madurai bench. He is we are associated with each other. He gave me the book Better. The book name is Better, the making of a surgeon. Notes on making of a surgeon. The book is called Better. The notes on making of a surgeon. At the end of the book, he says, number one, don't ask your patients if you're dealing with human being. Don't be that dealing in scripted way. Like, madam has come. If I am going to be scripted, welcome, madam. That ends. But I asked, how come you landed here? So ask an unscripted question in your dealing that make you a personal connect with the person you are dealing with. Welcome, it is not personal. So number two, don't complain. Don't complain in life or anything. Hey, God is bad. What is God? He has given me pain this day. Don't complain because it is boring, doesn't solve anything, and will let you down. So don't complain. And he says, count something. Always count something. Even you can count the steps you walk. It will give you some information, some inputs, some intelligence. Count everything in your life. The number of books you read. Sometimes you can go and say, I have read lakhs of books. Count everything. Count something. And write something. Always in your life, write something. Now it is very easy. Typing in the Google Drive, not writing is a little difficult and storing requires a lot of books. Now I have a lot of writings. Even this my talk, whatever I wanted to communicate, I wrote. This will be the EP for my life. What is it? Write something, but choose your audience and write something. Like you will be like in the order engineering students diary. If you start everyone start writing every day's diary. Will it be interesting? No, you are wrong. If you choose your parents as audience, you are going to write diary and communicate to your mother or father. They will be eager. What is my daughter or son is doing every day? So write something. Only thing is choose audience who will be interested in that. You can write even foolish things. I went to cafeteria and ate 2 samosas and 1 tea. Who is father? But your mother and father are mother. You choose your audience. They'll be interested. And finally, change. Don't complain about change. I have seen many people, hey, what is that? This generation, once upon a time. No. Change, adopt new things, because that is how science has worked. Without change, no science. Thank you. Any interaction? You can get on our screen.
Any questions? Anyone wants to ask any questions?
I call Dr. S. Praveen Kumar to honor our guest with a shawl.
Shala. If I had known that, I would have. Because what is, even my wife is not prepared to wear this shawl. Definitely, I cannot wear it. Whatever it is, I should not.
It's more tradition.
No problem. We will do a tour for.
Correct.
There'll be something. They will break for. You take them back.
I'm actually impatient.
So the snack is.
Now I understand. I try to put in the context.
Yes, yes.
They do have some friends who are